Entrepreneurish. My name is Ellie, and today is my birthday. And today we are here with Janae. Do you want to go by Janae Music? Is that how you go?
Yep, musically,
Gotcha.
yes, for sure. Janae Music. But if we
Coming on the show.
absolutely, thanks for having me. And on your birthday, I feel so special.
Of course, of course. We about to turn up for the rest of the day, y'all. Like, we are doing an interview with Janae, and then we are going to have a very special 31 question like round off with all the
Lit.
people who are coming. So I want y'all to like hang out. Please just send questions to me, DM me. I'm checking my DMs throughout this. So if you guys have anything that you want me to answer, that's where you're gonna ask me, okay?
Okay, I like that. Open it up.
I'm like, one day only. This is
Yeah,
it.
this your time.
After this, I'm going back to asking y'all questions.
I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. I love it. I love it. It's about you today.
Thank you. Thank you. I know. I don't know about you, but when it comes to me being a Cancer, because you're a Cancer.
I am
too,
a Cancer.
right?
It's Cancer. It's that
Cancer
season.
It's Cancer gang up here, okay? So I don't know about you, but for me, I be like so into my own birthday because I do it up for everybody else. I'm so ready for it to be my turn. Are you the same way?
Kind of.
Okay.
Kind of. It depends on where I'm at in life. Like,
Okay.
if I'm in.
Wait a minute.
It depends. Because, just that emotional side of me is like, I feel like my birthday is always like that time for me to reflect.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I'm looking at
Very
it like,
true.
am I growing? Have I grown? Am I where I wanted to be? Have I met strides this year? Stuff like that. If I feel like, something that's put me back, I might be not be in the best space, and I'm like, I don't want to celebrate. Leave me alone. I just want to be by myself. But if I'm in a good space, I'm like, y'all better wish me a happy birthday. If you don't wish me a happy birthday, you don't fuck with me, and we're not friends.
I'm the same way. Okay, somebody called me petty, but I'm really like a happy birthday clocker.
Because I could not be here.
Right.
And I wish you a happy
Honestly.
birthday. So if you don't wish me a happy birthday and your birthday is after July, don't think you getting a happy birthday.
Thank you. I don't think it's petty. I just feel like, well, I forgot.
And the
Same way
thing
you
is,
forgot.
I'm about to say, sometimes it's not on purpose, but like, I feel like sometimes I get that everybody got a life and this, and that. Because my memory is bad. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Same.
So I try not to like be petty like that. But also I feel like we all on social media. I
Yeah.
see you in my damn story. You saw my birthday. You saw
Right,
my
I know
birthday.
you-
You saw 100 people wish me a happy
Bitch, I've
birthday.
been counting down for 7 days. Like, what are you talking about?
I don't do the countdown just because honestly, I have my anxiety. I get bombarded with notifications.
Oh.
So I already be annoyed by the notifications, but also I'll be like, all right, this is the one day where I'm not gonna do nothing. So that way, when the notifications come, I can try to be responsive. But yeah,
I'm
after
the
that,
opposite. I'd be like, on my birthday, I know I seen it. I will text y'all tomorrow. I'm trying to get to all of them. I'll get to them.
I'm not.
tomorrow.
No, I respond immediately because I don't like notifications. That little red dot with them numbers there, that drives me up the wall.
Really?
I don't know how y'all have 165 messages, 102,000 emails. And an email come to my phone, delete
I was
immediately.
about to say, do you want to see my phone?
No, you're gonna make me itch.
Do you want to see?
She gonna make my ass
Do you want
itch.
to see my Gmail?
Oh my God, the way I would die. If you don't open them voicemails at least, go listen. You don't even know what's in there. You want to see my phone? Let me show you how. Look,
Okay.
this is the thing. I have very little
I
notifications.
know. They all say like 3. Mine say like 98.
Nope, I have 4
68,000.
emails, and those is because I need to respond. So I'll read them, but I'll unread them so that way
so
I can
you
get
know
back
what
to
to do.
it. And then I have this is another email right here, same thing, and then my text messages because I know I need to call somebody after this, so I'm gonna leave it unread so I know I can hit them
Got you.
afterwards. I have a total of 7 notifications, 4 emails, 2 emails, and 1 text message. I can't do that shit. I don't like that. Get that off my phone. Get it off.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'll get to it. That's my philosophy. I'm trying to be like you though. But I can tell, like, does that help you in your business? Because I feel like you don't miss nothing because okay, wait a minute. Because did you see it and then forget?
You know what? Sometimes, what it does is it delays my timeline sometimes. Because if I don't respond right then and there, it'll sit there. And I have them in my mind, as long as it don't go above 5, we good.
Oh, okay.
So it'll be 5 things that's sitting for a minute
I got
sometimes.
you.
But outside of that, yeah, it makes me more responsive for sure. But like, it depends. Like business wise, like if you hit me on Instagram, like DMs, I don't really be answering my DMs.
It's so hard. hard to keep up with those, or to even okay, I'm coming from a space where I don't remember people DMing me, so I don't think of it as like a place to go.
What you mean you don't remember people
like
DMing
okay,
you?
I used to do my show with like 2 views, so I was just doing it regardless. So I wasn't really thinking anything of like people wanting to talk to me or like come on the show or you know, all those different things. So now that that's actually starting to happen for me, I'm like, oh yeah.
Well, girl, it's only up from here, so you better get your ducks in a row.
I know. I need an assistant. Somebody help me, y'all.
Yeah, come on, sign up. She need an intern, a college student.
Somebody.
What's happening? This the place.
We got a hand raised. Hi.
Come on, volunteer.
There we go.
Our volunteers tribute.
Yes. We will talk this week.
No, for sure, because I feel the same way, but honestly, I feel like we grown. Everybody want to be paid, and I be like, well, you know, I gotta pay for all this other stuff. So I gotta pay you too. Let me just go ahead and answer these damn messages.
Right, so
but
true.
The DMs be kind of crazy. I
say that and then don't do it. I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm gonna save money, and then I'd be like, okay, well, you spent that money going out, so you could have just paid the virtual assistant.
And set your ass down. I'm not mad at that. You know what's funny though? I did have an opportunity one time. Well, I thought it was an opportunity. This guy DM me, and he has like millions of followers and verified. This is like maybe a year or so ago.
Was this this is before the paid verified?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
And so he was like, he had hit me, and I had performed at a show at a city winery in DC, and he came to the show. And then he came for somebody else that was performing. It was like a comedy show. And then he ended up seeing me, so he hit me up. But he didn't follow me. So I didn't know that he like, you know, I don't know. And if you send me a DM, I'm not going to see the requested one.
Yeah, I feel you.
So one day my sister was like, you need to check your requested DMs. You don't know what business is in there. I'm like, oh, okay. So I checked it. That man messaged me like 2 months ago. But I responded because I'm like, who are you? Like, what do you do? And he was like, I would really like to work with you, da-da-da-da. I'm like, okay. I hit him back, and he's like this big fashion guy and works with these people, this, and that. But again, then it became all talk. And I was just like, see, this one I don't respond to DMs because you're just wasting my time. He asked for my number. And really what it came down to, we talked on the phone, and he gave me all this rah. And he was like, okay, well, he was like, do this and bring it back to me, and we'll discuss what's next. Okay, cool, brought it back. And really what it came down to, like usual, was like him trying to date me and say, I'll invest in you.
I'm so glad you said like usual, because can we talk?
Girl, we can talk about it. Listen, per usual.
Because let me tell you how hard it is to do business with men sometimes. You just be like, bro, I understand I'm attractive. I get it. However, I'm talking to you about business right now. Like, I'm actually doing business.
My
like,
thing is, this is the perfect time to make your wallet bigger than your dick. Why are you
Right.
thinking
See,
with the wrong place?
Thank you very much. I could get you ticket sales. I could get you answer rooms that you ain't never been in.
And even if I didn't, like, for me, I feel like I'm a talent. And if you look at me and you like, oh, I like what I see, that means somebody else will too.
Yeah.
So now make a bag off of it.
It's a brand.
Yeah,
like, for real,
like what do you? This is an investment. When you invest money, you multiply it. What are you doing? You talking about just pouring money into me just because you want to put your dick somewhere? You sound stupid.
You sound crazy.
And that's the type of nigga I don't want to date any fucking way.
Yeah, for real, because you're not really thinking. You're thinking more of like, what can I get right now, and not longevity. You're not really thinking like, how can she be a part of me? And so that's the other thing. I'm like, I think some of y'all be asking us to date you and don't really understand what we be wanting from a man, which is somebody who understands how to be professional and then be like, okay, now that we finished the professional, let's talk.
Yeah.
On the side. We understand. We be at work, so where do you meet people? I get it, but like, there's a way to let's talk about this first. And
I
then
say
let's
this
go
all the time
it.
because I just feel like if I'm looking at a situation, I like things that attract me to men really be like their way of thinking, their character. It be like their mentality. Okay. So like when I see a man that's like if I see a man that's like, they have a genius in their own right, it's something that they see a business or they see an opportunity or something that they like, and they do their research, they delve into it, and they like, oh, they know so much about it, and they be telling me stuff, and I be like, it's nothing of my interest.
Yeah, but
it's like, just sexy to see that you are like, yeah, this is how it goes in it, and you know all that. I'm like, damn, you special.
You can really fix that car kitchen.
Okay, you can figure this out. You got greatness ahead of you. I see the genius in you. That shit right there, I don't give a fuck if you look like Freddy Krueger. That's bad.
Ooh, okay. Well, that's for her. That's not for me.
Don't even do that, because Freddy Krueger actually is not a bad looking guy.
I can't agree. I cannot agree.
I'm kidding. There has to be some type of attraction, but it don't have to be like you got to be the finest man on earth.
No, you don't have to be the finest man.
It's just certain things. Like if you got that genius and you treat me well, That shit
I'm
be
here.
sexy. That mix, it's like a musk on you. Like,
okay,
yeah,
you got a little direction. You going somewhere?
yeah.
You
That's
going
important to
places.
me.
That's the whole thing. Because okay, we always talk about women want to be led somewhere. That's really what we mean by that. It's like you have a passion that we know that you're gonna follow, that you're gonna like go after, something that you're gonna keep doing.
Yep.
And so that's all we're looking for. Is that's it. Like
if you
really
can,
that.
If you can show me that you can be passionate about something, you can be disciplined about something, that lets me know you can do that in the home. You can do that with me. You can be passionate about me. You can be disciplined about me. Because Lord knows it's going to be bad bitches walking the earth. At the end of the day,
Always.
I can't kill all of them.
Right.
So, like, at some point, you're going to see somebody that you're going to like, but you're disciplined enough to know where your passion lies. And you're gonna stay the course.
Right here.
It's your investment, you know?
Exactly. Also, investment. How do y'all spend so much time and money on a girl just to leave her? Like, I just don't understand. Like, what was the point in all of that? Right. I don't know.
Girl, you know what? I can't even say that because I feel like I'm the opposite. I feel like I'm gonna spend so much time and money on nicks. Sugar mama. I'm done with that,
oh,
though.
for real?
I'm done.
Oh.
I'm done.
I live my sugar mama era.
No, I'm done. I'm done with that.
It's giving soft life.
It is. And if I gotta give it to myself, that's what it's gonna be. But you know, I would like it if somebody else did, but it's okay if they don't, cause I got it for sure.
Okay, I love that. I love it because it's like independent, but look, we can put this to the side real quick. I don't have to be. I don't have to be.
You know, I was having this conversation, right? And for me, I'm just like, when people be like, oh, women need to be more submissive and docile and you know, let men lead. And my thing is, I don't have a problem with that. You just gotta have certain qualities and characteristics. Like,
just don't let me be like, okay, I'll follow you.
Yeah, like in my head, I'm just like, well, what can you do? Like, I'm okay with that. What can you do? Like, at some point, you have to protect and provide. If you can do that for me,
okay,
I can listen.
What am I supposed to say?
And I don't think that submission and docile means that, like, I just have to be a mute and I can't do nothing
you don't have
or
an
make
opinion,
no decisions. Not at all. It just means that I can accept the fact that you will guide things or you will lead things or you will make decisions. But it also comes with me trusting you.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you can prove yourself as a man that I can follow behind, I'm cool with that. Go ahead, baby.
Right.
I mean, I love working and I love doing what I do. But if I don't, you know, I'm also in a space where it's like I recognize that I do that. A lot of things I do is for survival, you know. If I don't have to, I would like to be in a position where I don't have to. I do this because I want to.
That's it.
So
that's it for real. Because I feel like that's what's missing in most of those like podcast conversations is the real behind it. It's like we're only doing this because I'm an adult and I need to make money.
Yes, and it's so funny though because that's what I hate. I hate the whole conversation that really turns to it's like a nitpicking thing where it's like, oh well, men got to do this and women got to do that, and it's like, look, bruh, everybody got to do something.
Right.
But in my mind, the way I see things is, like I said, I like a certain type of man, and I want a man to be a leader. I want that. I would like somebody that I can submit to, but that means that you have to take the lead.
Yeah.
So when you take the lead, that means if I got to do something, that means you need to direct. You need to lead. You need to step up and show and prove. So you should be doing your part first because you're leading.
Thank you. I love it. Okay, so when it comes to men in business, how do you kind of navigate that? Because just being an artist, your world is probably full of a lot of like men, and how do you do your studio times, feeling safe, all of those different things? Because I know a lot of women might be a little hesitant to go out there and do things by themselves just because of that. So what keeps you, feeling good in your spaces?
It varies. I think when I first started, I wasn't expecting it. I didn't see it as...
You just thought that everybody wasn't going to say nothing?
I don't know what I thought.
I thought say you're beautiful.
Thank you. But I thought that if I come here and I pay you for a service, you shut the fuck up and do that service. That's what I thought. I didn't think that it came with a bunch of lip action. So my thing was,
like required.
If I go to the studio and I'm like, I'm paying for studio time, or if it's like you reach out to me and you like, as a producer, I want to work with you. Okay, cool. Work. I thought that work was work.
Was actual work.
So I didn't know. So then coming into it, when things started happening, I've had situations where I've had records snatched from me.
Ooh.
I've had situations where I put stuff out, invested money into a record, and then they snatched it. I've had situations where I worked on a whole project, and then out of nowhere, and it wouldn't even be like, it would be like the guy that I was working with on the project, he was in a relationship. I didn't know he was in a relationship, but he was trying to date me. And I was like, I wasn't right, but I didn't know he was in a relationship. But what happened was the girlfriend or wife then reached out and was like, stay away from my man. And I'm like, hold up. And then I couldn't get in contact with him no more and couldn't move forward with the project. So then it was like, I have had so many situations like that.
Wife blocked you.
Oh, baby. I done seen some things, and I just be like, oh, my God. So I honestly, like I said, I thought that work was work when I first started. But on my journey, I realized that at the end of the day, dick is going to dick. And that's that.
Put that on the T-shirt.
Dick is going to dick. And so what I started to do was I started trying to move more professionally. So whenever somebody reaches out to me for anything music related, I always say, email me. Because a lot of times people don't want to email. They don't give a fuck what it is. Like, they're like, hey, I was trying to work with you. I'm trying to figure out how to get in contact with you. Okay, cool. Here's my email. I don't hear nothing from them after that. Yeah. Email me. That's it. That's all I do. I just say, here's my email. And I have 2. So you can pick one. I don't give a damn. They both right here on this phone. I'm like, yeah, so I do that all the time. Or I have other people respond to the emails. Sometimes when I do send out emails and I'm reaching out to people, I'm not even going to hold you. I speak in third person because I want people to feel like I have management, I have a team, I have somebody behind me that's communicating on my behalf, so you're not trying to get, trying to talk to me crazy. So those are the main things. Email me. Everything business related, email me, because where can we go with this? If I give you my number, then you're going to be calling me. And that's another thing. I work with people, and they be texting me at midnight, and I'm like, what do you, like, why?
It's so, okay. That was, okay. I'm going to tell a story. I was on a date, and it was like, it's like, 11:30, and then I'm getting emails, and he was like, so ain't it a little late for work? I was like, it is a little late for work, stepping over boundaries. But then it looks like you allow those boundaries to happen because those people are emailing you. So then it's kind of like, okay, how do you keep your boundaries up when it comes to all of this?
Well, I feel like with emails, I'm okay with that because I feel like business.
Even though you check all of them?
I do. Well, this is the thing. Money don't stop. Money don't have no time no time clock. Okay, so you can't. Now, if you go call me, if you got $1 million from me, you can call me at midnight. I don't give a damn. You said a meal.
How do you determine which one is it?
You said a meal. Hi. Well, hopefully you left the goddamn voicemail. But like, if you for real, and if you serious, you should be leaving a voicemail because this is important.
Exactly.
But if it's not, then you'll send a text, a follow-up text. Hey, I have this opportunity. Da 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 da. If I look at it and I'm like, I'm gonna just respond tomorrow at 9 a.m., 10 a.m. when I get up. Or, if it's something that looks like it's dire need and important and it's like an opportunity that I absolutely want to take on, then I put myself in that position where I either make the decision to take the chance of responding at a late time or not.
Okay.
A lot of times, nothing is dire in the middle of the goddamn night because ain't nobody, unless you in Korea.
Why is midnight the time you do business? Like,
well,
you can't schedule
I will
email?
say this. I did. See, that's the thing though. So I've taken calls at like 10 o'clock at night. Okay. Because I had like an opportunity in Bangkok. And they're 12 hours ahead of us.
Okay, that makes sense.
So certain times, but again, that was an email in advance. Hey, we want to get on the call.
Gonna call you.
We're gonna call you at the top of business hours here. So again, email me first.
Thank you.
Send me opportunities because then you can elaborate here, right? You can attach whatever you want, everything you need in an email. If you texting, that's too long.
It's too much.
It's too much.
And then I'd be like, is this really business?
But you can turn your volume off though. Like if you're on a date, mute that shit. That's your boundary.
I was thinking it was an opportunity, and I'm like, why is my phone blowing up? And it's like, oh, it's actually.
Well, see, that's the thing. But if you know you got business coming all the time, you can mute it and then just check it every hour. Because ain't nothing changed in an hour business wise.
So true. What's up? Everybody's coming in, y'all, so stay tuned because the next episode, they're going to switch the cameras and ask me questions. So I'm a little nervous.
Don't be nervous. It's your girl, drink. Take a swig.
I my first cup, so okay, let me finish that. Okay, so we want to talk about your music journey. Okay, so when did it begin? Did you know that you wanted to sing forever, or how did it start?
See, I feel like that is such a broad question. I can go on hours and hours and hours talking about that. So I'm gonna try to do like the Cliff Notes version.
Okay.
So the first time that I realized I could sing, I want to say I was probably like 8.
Okay.
8 or 9. So when my dad used to drive me and my sisters to school, and we have this playlist that we listen to every morning. I still listen to it now because it just centers me.
Aww.
And it has "I Love You, Lord" today, and Bob Marley's "Three Little Birds."
Oh.
And so on the way to school,
That
we
was
singing
y'all right.
He was for sure every day. And my sisters. They just, one day, we used to all sing it, but one day my sisters got lazy, and I was in a good mood. I don't know why. And I'm singing. My dad was like, hold on, do that again. And so I was like, me? And he was like, you can sing, shorty.
Oh.
And I was like, I can sing. So he was like, yeah, do it again. So then my sister was in like the choir at my school, and you had to be 10 in order to be in the choir. And so they initially told me, like, you know, I told them I wanted to try because my sister was going to do, and I usually do everything my sisters do.
Okay, I was about to say.
And they was like, you can't, you too young. So then I just decided to go anyway, and I sung, and they let me in the choir. So I said, because my daddy said I could sing, so I could sing. Then they let me in the choir, so I was like, oh yeah, I could sing. Then they gave me a solo, and I was like, oh, it's a rap.
Okay.
But I honestly, even then, I didn't take singing seriously. I just had fun, and I really felt like showboating a little bit.
Okay.
My sister used to be like, oh, she could sing. So she would tell everybody that we know that I could sing.
Okay.
And this is how I got over my stage fright. Because I used to be really, like, scared. But she used to tell people all the time she could sing. And, like, people like, sing for us. And I'd be, like, looking at them crazy. And she'll whisper, I'm going to give you $2. As I got older, I'm going to give you $5.
She's so, like, where's the price?
Every time, right. So I'd be like, money? Okay, cool. So I'm going to sing a little Alicia Keys, a little whatever. And yeah, so that's kind of how I started. And then I got to college, and I really was like, I was supposed to play basketball. I've been playing basketball my whole life. Okay. So I really thought I was going to go to WNBA. Didn't happen. So when I was in college, I ended up doing, there was like a collegiate competition for singers. Okay. And they was like, you had to compete at each school in the area. Wow. And I won at my school. And then I went on to compete against the other schools. And I almost won a competition. I did not win. But it was just cool, like, to be a part of something. I got to see, like, how a whole production works. And that was my first time performing on, like, a big stage. And I was like, it just felt really good. And I was like, I want to do this.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I love that. Okay, thanks. So what's your biggest stage? And then I'll ask another question.
Biggest stage. When you say biggest stage, you
biggest
mean
stage is like
the size or
no? I mean for you, where you were just like, this is my big moment. Like this is big for me.
I don't know. That's hard to determine.
Okay.
I think
that's a good thing.
Yeah.
That means you've had a lot of big moments.
For me, I feel like every moment, like I'm a celebratory person, so I'm like, yeah, I did that. You know what I mean? So if I do something that I didn't think of or I wanted to accomplish, that's a big moment. It may not be big to everybody else, but it's big to me, and I feel like it's an accomplishment. But I would say, for me, I'm gonna say I performed at the Howard Theater. Which is like a big legendary place back in DC. I loved it. It was so much fun. But outside of that, I would say also the Fillmore in Silver Spring is a pretty big stage.
Okay.
And we had to sell a lot of tickets, and I sold the most tickets, so I felt like I did something.
Okay.
So those are my two big stages. Yeah.
What's your secret to selling the most tickets? Because a lot of people have that question.
Yeah, let me tell you
She's
something.
Just like, be me.
No, that was not. No, I wish. Honestly, I think for me, you know, I will say be me, but outside of being, it's more so just being myself and being personable. Like, it's like most of the people that support me are people that fuck with me as a person. You know what I mean? It's not like they necessarily are like looking for shit or checking for me, but it's like I'm definitely like these are my folks, and I let them know, like, hey, I need your support.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with saying I need your support.
Wow.
You know, and no, I may not do it on like a major platform where it's like on Instagram, like, hey y'all, I need y'all to do this for me. You know, but I try to bring people in and make them a part of my space as much as I can. So like sometimes when I'm like making music, I get on live and I'll do like sessions on live and tell people like, give me words, or, you know, what do we want to go with? You know, just bring people in, or I don't know, I do like little raffles sometimes where I do like little quizzes, and I'm like, hey, all right, what do you think about this? Or what's the answer to this? And I'll send people money, you know, let them know like, hey, we all human. We all have our financial burdens, whatever. Right. And if I'm in a position where it's like I can support somebody, then I try to do that as much as I can. So
it's Beautiful. I think that is something that I have learned over time is that it really is your network. So how do you build yours? What do you do? Where do you go? Because you also said, so you moved to Atlanta for that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that.
So I would say building my network. I'm gonna be honest and say that sometimes I struggle because I'm somewhat of a homebody.
Same.
Like
it's a
I like,
thing.
Look, I like being in my bed. I just want to watch TV.
Knuckled up, sweatpants.
Yep. I don't feel like getting cute. I don't feel like getting dressed.
I wish I had that option.
That's it. I really don't. Like the only times I really dress up is when I'm performing, or like if I'm going out somewhere nice. But other than that, I never dress up. I don't really. I like being in my comfort zone. I struggle with networking a bit just because I don't go to too many places. But when I go places, I do make sure that I do have conversations with people. And I don't have a problem with leading with who I am and what I'm trying to accomplish.
Okay.
Like I'm very upfront and very blunt about what I'm doing. Like I never lead with ulterior motives. Like I'm not trying to be your friend. I'm not trying to like.
She's serious about that. Yeah, so I'm gonna ask about that.
This is what I'm doing. Are we mutually beneficial?
Right.
You know, and if not, you never know. Like you might need me for an event one day. You might have something that I might benefit from, or you might know somebody that comes to mind, or whatever the case may be. So that happens a lot. So I just, go out and have conversations with people when I do go out. The biggest thing is getting me out of the house. Once I'm out, I don't have a problem with connecting with people because I'm kind of social. Yeah. I'm about to say I'm social. I enjoy people. Like I like people and I love people. So I don't have a problem with it. I feel like I'm pretty relatable, but...
So weird. It's so weird how it's both. It's like I love y'all when I actually decide to go out.
Yeah.
You gotta get me out.
Maybe that's a Cancer thing. It might be. I'm still trying to figure it out because I'm like, dang, get me out the house. But then I do have days I'm like, I'm ready to go out.
Yep.
And don't nobody be wanting to go out.
And then I go out by myself now.
You
do? That's something that took me some time to get used to doing. But
where you be going out? What type of places you go out by yourself?
Some place with wine.
Okay.
That's it.
As long as I can sip wine, I'm cool. I guess I'll try that. Not me. I'll probably, if I don't mind going to the movies by myself. It's dark and it's quiet. Ain't nobody talking anyway. It don't matter who I'm with. I could be by myself.
I've gone to comedy shows.
Really? I have not done that. Maybe I should try.
It's actually been more fun for networking because then people aren't scared to come talk to you because they don't feel like, okay, you're in a crowd, you're doing something. They just kind of be like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm just chilling.
Okay.
And then
I don't know. I'll be on guard. Like, what you coming up with?
I wish I was like that. Sometimes I feel like I am too friendly. I guess I just look like somebody. Whatever.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Not in Atlanta though, girl. Some things happening out here.
It's actually helped, honestly. I feel like I don't give off a vibe that gives people like, okay, let's do something evil and vindictive.
That's another thing. I be feeling I ain't dressed up. I ain't wearing jewelry. I ain't wearing you. What you gonna take my sneakers? My phone, I got insurance. Go ahead.
So, okay, exactly. That is the other thing. Like, people really do be getting robbed out here. And that has not happened to me. So, thank God.
Amen. Me either.
Right.
Me either. I you know what? You know how I'm one of them people that play scenarios in my head. They never turn out the way I play it in my head, though. They never do. They never do.
Okay, what's the scenario?
Like, you know, like when you arguing with somebody or like you like, oh, I can't wait to get on the phone with them and curse them out. And you like, I'm gonna say this. But the minute you get on the phone, as soon as you start talking, they say something that just throw the whole conversation. You be like, damn, that's not what I practiced in my head. I was so ready for you. I was so ready. Same thing, you know, anything for me, I'll be like, all right, if a nigga rob me, what I'm gonna do? Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've been robbed before. So I'm like, am I gonna fight this nigga?
Give it to him.
I'm not gonna fight you. I don't know though, cause my attitude, I might be mad trying to play hero. Really, nigga? And then get knocked out or some shit.
Let's hope that makes him go away.
You're like, oh, she crazy.
I don't have time for none of that. Like, I'm not trying to get robbed. Y'all just look the other way when y'all see me on the street. Like, I'm minding my business. You should too.
Listen, the perfect reason to be cheap.
I mean. Okay, so we were talking about earlier, you rap and sing.
Yes.
And we were talking about how you started singing and then rapping. Let's tell the audience about how that kind of happened for you.
Okay. So I've been singing. Like I said, I learned I could sing, and then been singing forever. And I started, well, what happened was, like, I used to do cover songs. And then when I started writing music, I was really, like, self-conscious about my music, so I never, like, put nothing out. So people always ask me, like, where can I get this song? And I'm like, nowhere. So I started
putting it out. It's mine.
Girl, I was so scared. But I would perform it, though. It's so funny because I would perform it, and they'll be like, I love that. Where can I get that song?
You perform it, like, outside, but wouldn't put it all the way. Girl, okay.
I don't know. I don't know if I was testing the waters and seeing,
you
like,
trying to see, do people really fuck with
y'all gonna fuck with it? Because if I put this bitch out, then y'all better listen to it.
I need some numbers, okay.
But I honestly didn't even know too much about it when I first started. So I was just like, I never put it out. I was nervous, and people kept asking, so I started putting it out. But then I realized, like, there was a disconnect in my music. I just wasn't getting, like, the plays that I wanted to. Like, I'm like, dang, like, people not supporting. And I'm like, I think I like it, but and like people would say they like it, but I just felt like it wasn't growing. So I started working with different producers, and then one of my producers that I work with, shout out to JF Crates with a K. He had hit me one day and he was just like, yo, Nay, he was like, I was listening to the song you sent me, and like, you know, he was like, you always be writing like dope stuff, but it just feels like your mentality, your personality, everything is just so hard and just so you know, like gutter. And he was just like, don't nobody want to hear no female singing like that. And I was like, well, damn, nigga.
Right, it's just me.
So then what I'm supposed to do? He was like, try to write something different. And I was like, I'll be trying, but this is like, you know, when you write from as a form of expression. So it's like, I write from my mental, I write from my emotions. Like, it's how I feel. I want to beat a nigga ass. So
you was singing that?
I got this song. The main thing was because what happened was it became kind of popular. So it was like, it was funny because niggas was like, why is you singing that? And so the song is called Kicking Through the Door.
Okay.
And it's really just about catching a nigga cheating, and now I gotta shoot you.
All right.
And
Don't
so,
do
yeah.
I gotta hear a lyric.
Yeah. It's like, kicking through the door, waving that 4-4. All you gonna hear is nigga get down on the floor. You praying to the Lord, don't wanna hear no more. Should've thought of that before I caught you with this whore.
Oh.
So yeah, that's.
I actually would listen to that.
Yeah,
actually.
okay, because you should have thought of that. Like,
right. Like, so, you don't know who you messing with. I'm sorry, but I'm actually about.
Like, I love you, but nigga, stop.
It's crazy.
It's I love you, but stop playing with me. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. But yeah, so he was just like, look, you can't be singing like that, you know. And I was like, well, I know what you want me to do.
What? Visionary. It's all right, girl.
But I mean, he did a little bit because he was like, what you write? He's like, it sounds like some rap shit. And I was like, okay. He was like, so I'm gonna send you a beat. And he was like, I want you to try to rap on it. Send me back what you do. I was like, all right, cool. Okay. So he sent me a joint. I rapped on it. And I did like a voice memo. I sent it to him. He was like, this shit fire. Like hyping it. And I'm like, for real? And he like, yeah, nigga. And I'm like, you don't think my voice annoying? Because I feel like when I talk, I'll be like, girl, shut the fuck up. You know how you hear yourself back on the video and you be like, ugh. Yes. So that's how I felt. Yes. I was like, it's not annoying. He was like, nah, that shit tight. Go record that. So I recorded it. And this was in 2020. So actually, this was the end of 2019 when the very first time I came to Atlanta. And no, I lied. End of 2020 when I first came to Atlanta. And that's the first time that I wrote like my very first like rap song. And I was like, all right. So I wrote the joint, recorded it, sent it back to him, and he was like, yeah. So then another producer was like, oh, you rapping now? I was like, yeah. So wrote another one. Right. So then it just started coming in. So then at the end of 2020, I got an opportunity to open up for Mulatto and Young Dolph. Okay. And then I was like, oh, well, this rap shit doing something.
Right.
So
let me into doors.
I was like, okay, so we gonna keep rapping then. Fuck it. So then when I released the songs, people was like, oh my God, we love it. So then from then I just kept rapping. I love that. I mean, and I didn't stop singing because my last project that I put out is 2 rap songs and 2 R&B songs because I was like, all right, we gonna put the same thing. Y'all can get it all at once. And then I think I'm gonna work on an R&B project next. But yeah, that's where it started.
Do like a Future Hendrix type thing.
Something like that. That's kind of what this one was. So this project's called 4 for 4. Okay. And so it's basically like 4 individual songs that have nothing to do with each other. Okay. Like, you know how most albums or projects are like really cohesive and it tells a story.
You was like, nah, I'm not finna do that.
Nah. I was like, nah.
Ain't no story.
I'm not cohesive. I'm very versatile, multifaceted. I'm all over the place. So this shit about to be all over the place. And that's honestly, at one point in time, I really had a hard time putting together a project because I was like, create cohesive music. Because a lot of times for me, it's like I'm creating music just because I'm just expressing, I'm just getting this off. And so then it was like, I got all these songs and none of this shit go together. And I was like, oh, well, single after single after single after single. But one time I did do a project, and it was 4 songs on that, and it was a small little EP, and they actually flowed. That was the first time I did something cohesive, and I was like, okay, bitch, you did that. But yeah, then I went to the rap, and I was like, oh, now that I'm rapping, how do I tie that in? So with this project, it actually ended up being one of the producers that my first rap song that came out, and he was like, I want to do a whole project with you. And I was like, all right, slow down. This a lot. And this a lot. And he was like, all right, well, let's just start off with let's start off with 8 songs. And I was like, that's a lot. Like, that's an album, basically. Like, I don't want to put out an album. He's like, all right, well, how about we do this? We do this. We just going to create. And whatever the top ones you like, we're going to work on those. So one day we go to the studio. We listen, and he just playing stuff. And the stuff that I had a writer with me. So we started coming up, like, bouncing ideas off each other. So we started coming up with, like, the hooks. And we chose 4 of them. And from them 4, they were all different. One of them is a drill beat.
Okay.
One of them is the pop beat. Okay. Another one is like a little R&B vibe. And the other one was just a little rap bag. Okay. So it was just like, these have nothing to do with each other. But, so I'm like, it's going to be called 4 for 4. Wendy's. Nuggets, fries, cheeseburger, soda. Together. It's a meal. Eat it the fuck up.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, do you feel like being a Cancer kind of helps you write a whole bunch of different music from all these different genres?
Absolutely. I know. We so full of emotion and this and that.
It's not a bad thing. Y'all get more than 4 emotions, please. Like, I have 7 million.
Listen,
okay?
I know, this is the thing. I tell people this all the time. When they be like, oh, Cancer's so emotional. I'm like, I disagree. I don't think we're emotional. I feel like all people are emotional.
Thank you.
I feel like Cancers
are
passionate. That is my word for it. My word is passion. Because anything you can do, I can do better. That's all that is. So I'm times 10, baby. You sad, I'm sadder. You happy, I'm happier. You mad, I'm pissed the fuck off.
I will blow this bitch up.
Yeah, like, you think you'll shoot a nigga, I will stab him 100 times. I just feel like it's passion.
I love it. It's passion.
That's what it is.
I'm gonna start saying that shit.
Okay, tell them like, it's not emotion.
Y'all got weak emotions. Y'all ain't even tapped in all the way. Get all the way tapped in.
You don't even know how you feel. You're worried about how I feel. You don't even know how you feel. Focus on you, baby. So yeah, but my dad tells me all the time. He's like, music is your gift and a curse. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, because. He's like, as you create music, he was like, you don't deal with your feelings. You just spit them out in your music. And then it's like you think you over it. He be like,
girl,
you think you over it. He's like, you spit that shit out. You don't even deal with the emotions. You're like, I'm sad. And then you write a sad song. You're like, fuck them niggas.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah. He like, no, but then the next nigga come around. And you still on fuck them niggas for real, but you not being honest. And I'm like, oh, well, fuck them niggas.
It was fuck them niggas this day.
Okay.
And then they kind of made me feel like I might give a little more Cancer energy. And then I took it back.
It's fuck them niggas today.
Right.
I might want to fuck them niggas tomorrow, but then it's back to fuck them niggas again.
It's the same sentence. It's just how you say it.
It's just how you, it's wherever the passion lies. Is it in the anger?
Right.
Is it in the sadness? Is it in the happiness? Is it in the sexy?
Exactly. I was also saying, like, out of those 4 emotions, we really do the most. Like, when it comes to sexy, it's like, oh, I'm finna be sexy. Like, I'm finna make mouth water. Like, it's time to go.
It depends. So, like, during sexy time, for sure.
Okay.
Like,
I'm about to say, during your videos and stuff, do you tap into that? Is that like, okay.
I have. But I will say that it's awkward for me, though, because I'm a private sexy person. So I feel like yes. So look, so I have a song called "Put It On You," and it's literally about
I heard it.
Sex. Right?
I was like, it sounds cool.
And so
but
girl,
you gotta perform that shit.
But like when I perform it, I feel like I'm into a whole new person. I'm ready to be raunchy on stage.
Okay.
But outside of that, when I'm talking, like I don't like having conversations with people about sex. Like I don't want people like that's none of your business. Like you know what I mean?
Don't
like
ask me.
that's for me and the person that I'm sexing at the time. That's what I be thinking. And so like it's hard for me. Like even when I get dressed and stuff, like it's like I want to look appropriate. But then I feel like my boobs make me look inappropriate a lot of times.
I got a fat ass auntie. So.
Yeah, I don't know what you're
Thank you, baby.
You just knocking shit over.
Yes, this is a real thing. Like literally, it's a real thing. So
bless
like,
your heart.
I know.
Bless your heart.
It's so thick. It's a challenge.
It's so thick. It's a challenge. But yeah, I feel like I try to tune into my sexy sometimes, but I'm a modest woman. Sometimes.
I was like, even how you said it. See, people coming around the corner, they like, who is saying that?
Hold on, I'm a real bitch now. What I'm never gonna do is do that. I'm a real bitch. Keep it 100. You know, so I know I'm sexy.
Right.
It's just not on purpose.
I accidentally look like this.
It's just not on purpose.
This is just me. I love that. Okay, so we're gonna play the game. And so we're going to play this alphabet game. I'm pulling it up.
Oh, Lord. Alphabet game?
Yes.
What the hell is alphabet game?
Oh, no, okay. We're not going to do it's going to be a song title association thing. So I'm going to pick some words. Yes, I'm going to pick some words, and you got to give me some song titles. But you got to sing.
Okay, words or alphabets? You give me words. Okay, words.
We're doing words
today. Okay, so I got to say the title and sing it?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Or maybe just sing it. Maybe we don't have time for all that.
Okay.
We
don't embarrass me now.
Get through the lyrics.
Give me easy ones. I don't want to seem like a bad artist who don't know shit.
No, these are common words that are in songs. Like this should be something.
I'm also a little goofy, so I might think of some off the wall shit.
Okay, I'm ready for it.
All right.
I was about to say this has never been a normal show. So
okay.
Don't expect it.
Let's get it.
Okay, the first one is fire.
This girl is on fire. That's
beautiful. Ooh. Ooh, shook that studio. All right. Let's do street.
Street. Damn, I immediately thought of back street. Oh, what's that? Yeah. Back streets. Back. All right.
I'm with you on that one.
All right, cool. As long as I'm not alone, I'll take it.
Do tonight.
'Cause tonight is the night.
Oh.
For a feeling, all right. We'll be making love the whole night through. Some saving all my love for you.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay. Party.
Girl, that's exactly what I was going with. 'Cause we like to party. Hey. That's all it. I was that's repetitive as hell. I may be young, but I'm
ready.
Come
on. Freedom. This one's a little harder.
Damn, back to Beyonce. Freedom, I can't move. Freedom, cut me loose. Yeah. Freedom, where are you? 'Cause I need freedom too. See, I break chains all by myself. Won't let my freedom rot in hell. Hey, I'ma keep running 'cause a winner don't quit on himself. Wow. I think that's how the words go.
Wow. I see why your dad stopped the car. Wait a minute. Okay, one more.
Okay.
We are going to do city.
Damn.
I'm sorry. Last one.
City. It's the parade inside my city. Does that count? Does that count? I was gonna say City Girls, but that's not a thing. Like I don't know if they have a song that say City Girls. Yeah, come on.
Let's do one more. Sunshine.
Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Actually, I'm gonna take that back. I want to do. This is random. This is me and my best friend song, and whenever we having a bad day, we'll call each other and do this. You're my sunshine, my only sunshine. Aww. You make me happy when skies are gray. You never notice how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. So, yeah, I want to do that one instead.
Everybody give it up for Janae. Yeah!
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, no, thank you so much. Okay, so the last thing that I do at the end of every episode is I ask everybody what their bossy habit is. So that's my hashtag. My hashtag is bossies, and it's boss plus besties, which is what I call y'all who come up here.
Okay.
Yep.
Bossy bestie.
Yeah, exactly. So what's your boss habit?
Now see, you gotta explain.
Okay, so mine is working out because it gives me time to affirm myself. It gives me time to challenge myself. It gives me time to clear my mind. And then once I'm done with that, then I'm like, okay, I can do everything. Like I can send that email. I can go to this networking event. I can wear that dress I was gonna wear. You know, whatever it was.
Okay. Honestly, working out is one of my bossy habits. For sure. Like I try to do it as much as I can. But I would say a big bossy habit of mine is really like helping people. Like that puts a battery in my back. Like I just like one thing that like makes me super passionate is always helping somebody. If I'm helping somebody, I know I gotta be on my A game. I gotta be doing something. I gotta be growing. I gotta be improving. As long as I'm doing good, then I can feed into other people. So.
That might be a cancer thing too.
Yeah,
I love.
We're nurturers. We take care of people. Like, we can't see nobody suffering and just leave them there.
Even if I'm suffering, I'll be like, I'll still help you.
Yeah, like I only got $2. You can have one. Definitely. I could get some fries with that. You go ahead. You get some fries too.
But you know, every time I do that, it comes right back. Like
really?
Like for real.
I don't know. But you know what? The crazy thing is people say that, but I don't think I pay attention enough to even know if it comes back. I should though. Because people be like, I should pay attention. I should. Because sometimes I feel like I give, and I be like, dang, nobody gave me shit.
And then okay, so I used to think like that, and then when I would my sister used to be like, I really need you to think. Was it really no one gave you something, or did you just not acknowledge what people's efforts were that day? So then I started going, okay, did somebody give me something? Oh, somebody did go out of my way. And then I'm like, dang, I didn't say thank you. And I'm over here feeling the same way I probably made you feel because I didn't say thank you. So
come on, sister.
That's what I be trying to do. We all gotta, it's love.
We all teaching and learning. That's what life is about.
Hearts. Exactly. Well, thank you so much for coming.
Absolutely.
Let everybody know where to find you and your music.
Okay. For sure. I'm Janae Music. You can find me on social media, JANAE Music. If you can't spell music, don't follow me. I'm on Twitter. Don't follow me on Twitter. Don't follow me on Twitter.
Said, wait.
Because I be a little reckless on Twitter. I'm not even gonna lie. Don't follow me on Twitter, especially if you a judgy McJuckster. Because we lit over here. But follow me on Instagram.
Please follow her on Twitter. I want to see what's going on.
No! For real, because people be like, really, nigga?
I was about to say, how you supposed to get big in music and you can't be on Twitter?
It don't even be that. I be going viral for stupid shit. Like, why y'all ain't retweet the goddamn video? Let's start there. But yes, Janae Music, JANAE Music. I'm everywhere. All my music is out on all streaming platforms. Apple, Spotify, Tidal, everything.
Okay.
Deezer.
Ooh.
Yeah, take it back. Napster, all that. Yeah, it is. I chose all of them. I want all of them. Because I don't know where everybody listening to that, but
that's true.
You can find me.
I'm out there.
Yep, you can even Shazam me.
Oh.
Purr.
Love that. That's the boss.
What you mean? Oh, you said boss? I thought you said pause. I about to say, what was gay about that?
Look.
Say, what did I say wrong?
All right. Thank you so much for coming.
Absolutely.
I had a great time.
Me
of
too.
course. Thank you so much. Okay, so birthday episode is coming up right after this. Give us a few minutes. We're going to change the setup a little bit, and we'll come right back. See you guys later.